right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is Shot 30 Podcast, and I am Shayne Neubert. And today we have a very special guest in the studio. We have burlesque performer, photographer, model. I mean, I've seen...
I do a lot.
Yeah, and I've seen some of your shoots in magazines and whatnot. Dude, you're out there killing it. We have Katie Parry, Miss Manhattan. What about the... drag king? Do you want to say that or no?
Oh, yeah, we can. Totally.
Is it Johnny Redwood?
John Redwood. Yeah.
John Redwood. Yeah. Sorry, I gave him his biological birth name.
Yeah, Johnny.
Johnny Redwood, drag king.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I first talked to you, you were going up to perform as...
John, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I've seen you before. Actually, you know what? Before I do not want to forget about this, because this is like my number one thing that I said that I cannot forget. You have the coolest tattoo I've ever fucking seen in my life. Your film roll on your thigh is literally the coolest tattoo I've ever seen in my whole life.
Oh, thank you so much.
And Timmery knows, because every time I'm like, there it is. Like, I love that tattoo so much. I think I've talked about it on the podcast before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It is such an awesome tattoo.
Thank you.
So did you get started in theater or?
I did do speech and drama in high school. So, because, nerd.
Yeah. Well, is that speech and drama? Is that the same thing as theater?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So what was some of your roles?
So many different ones.
Your favorite?
It's really stupid. We actually went to it was a first act, and we actually went to state for it. But anyways, I was basically just a drummer that was making fun of the comedian.
Oh, dude.
So
you just went, but-ch.
Yep. And I would just stand there up on stage and just be like, but-ch. And then, we would interact, but, I didn't talk a whole lot, but it was still really funny.
Well, you know what? And that's, a very unstressful role, too.
Oh, yeah.
You're having fun, but, too, at the same time, it's not much to remember, not much to forget.
No, but, you still have to have, a really good rapport with each other. Otherwise, you can just really kind of mess up that role, so.
Well, I did a play in high school, and I had never done plays, and I ended up getting the lead male role in the play. And let me tell you what, we just gotten a new theater director, I guess. She was terrible.
Oh no.
She was she was okay with the fact that people never showed up to practices, and so it was show night. And oh my gosh, when I tell you complete shit show. I would say my lines. The other person that was with me, very good, knew all their lines. And then we would have long pauses of people not knowing their lines. And yeah, maybe I look like a complete asshole, but I had to do something because I was embarrassed. So I was like, God, you're going to think I'm such a piece of shit for this.
Oh my God, no, I'm not.
So I'm like, what she's supposed to say here is that, oh no. Our table, it's broken, whatever. And I would just say her lines. And then I was like, now back to me. And I was and I would do, but nobody knew their lines. And it was just kind of like, oh my God, you could hear people saying it in the crowd. I definitely would never do that again in today's world, because I know that embarrassed that person. But you know what? That person embarrassed me as well, because they didn't take what they were doing serious. And there's a lot of people not. I didn't think that theater was something serious or something for me, but I was doing it. Yeah. And there are those people who that's their whole life.
Yeah.
And so to embarrass them on that stage that night when you can't remember 2 lines, and we all just stand there awkwardly.
Yeah, they didn't take it very seriously, obviously, so.
Yeah, until they were on stage looking like a fool. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so when we first met, I guess first really talked, we were talking about your deadlift game.
Oh, yeah, yep.
And so you said 300 pounds for 12 reps.
10.
10.
Yes.
Oh, 10.
Yep.
Okay. That is very impressive, because you are a tiny little thing.
I know.
What got you into lifting?
A lot of different things. One, I was raised by 3 older boys, so I got beat up a lot. And then also just kind of gaining weight. So weightlifting is the best way to gain weight. Mm-hmm. It helps us a lot. And then my best friend is Von Hummel. And he's tall dude, just jacked, Nordic. That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
And so I would lift with him, and then I'm also very slightly competitive, but like not too competitive, like healthy competitive. Mm-hmm. So he would like lift, and then I'd be like, well, I want to do more. So
with 300 for 10 reps, and I'm not using the stereotype for a woman. I'm saying for anybody is very good. It's very impressive.
Thank you.
And so, but as you said it to me, you had this beard on your face, and you were wearing it was in a suit. It was like a lumberjack outfit, right? Wasn't it?
Oh, I was wearing my lederhosen. Yep.
I don't know what that means, but is that like
lederhosen? From like Germany and stuff. Yeah, because it was our Christmas show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you were great.
Thank you.
You were great. You were so good. And what makes you? Because like what I think is I'm a person that I want to do and try everything. Even with like the
same.
It's like when I did the stand up for Mary Quite Contrary show. No one asked me to do a burlesque dance afterwards. No one knew I was doing it.
Oh, no.
I decided last minute when I packed up that outfit, and then I showed up at the show and told Mary, hey, this is what I want to do. And she was like, oh, my God. Okay.
You have to. That outfit looked stunning on you.
Thank you. Thank you. It showed off all my special curves. But I just talked on the podcast that we just posted with Rain Razor. Mm-hmm. That is a different type of high, dude.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Because I was like, man, I'm crushing with this stand up right now. I'm like, this is killing it. Because I wanted to make a set about burlesque and about my wife doing burlesque and just stuff like that. Because I wanted it to correlate with the audience. Mm-hmm. But when I started unzipping and snapping and shaking it was so much fun, and they were, everybody was so goofy with it too.
That's awesome.
When it was the first time you ever did burlesque, what is your order here? Like, I need to know kind of
where did everything happen? So I started doing photography when I was in 7th grade, actually. I got my first SLR, not even digital.
Is that called Wanderlust, right?
Yes.
Okay, and we're gonna put that right here, and that link will be down below.
So I started off with photography, and I was doing that, and then I also did theater. So I've always had theater in me. I did it all throughout high school and college, and then was doing photography. Didn't really take it seriously until very much here recently, when I was like, this is all I want to do. Fuck working for companies that don't care about you. I worked at Menards for 4 years, and
shout out to Menards. I worked there too.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked the people I worked with, but it was still kind of I was an assistant electrical manager, so I worked 45 hours a week. So it's this sucks. It's not what I want to do. And then I started doing burlesque. And then,
from Menards to burlesque.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Sounds like Mike and Dralis' next story.
Well, I started doing drag before I did actual burlesque. They had to convince me to do burlesque, because I was like, no, I don't want to go on stage.
So when you say that you did drag first, so you were John?
I was John first, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yep.
Because you're so, when you were getting ready, that is a process for you to get ready. I can see you all right, I need to be this person now. I need to be. So I would never assume that would be your first. Wow, that's crazy.
Yep. I did John, 5 years ago, I think it is.
And we're going to put that picture of you looking like a pimp sitting in a chair in the suit. We're going to put that right up in the middle right here.
That is my favorite suit that I bought for John. John has some very expensive clothes.
It's a slick-ass outfit. It is good.
Yeah, and that's because I had Dizar and Bangladesh come out to me, and they're like, hey, we want you to perform. And I was like, okay. And I took to it real fast. I was like, yeah, I like doing this, so...
And so then right after that, then you move on to burlesque?
Yeah. Yep. And then I started doing burlesque. I took the class, the Bottoms Up School, and wasn't going to do audition or anything, but then I got convinced to, and So, and I'm very glad I did.
How long have you been in?
I don't know. There's like that whole like gas year where it's like, well, how long have I been doing this? I think 2016.
Oh.
Maybe.
The year the Cubs won the World Series.
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, that correlated.
Weird that I remembered that. Yes.
That correlated. Well, that is wild. You know, a lot of people lose that. There's that 1 year that it kind of. Wait, so how long have I been doing stand up? It's hard to tell. You know, we wasted a lot of. Well, actually, I had to get back to that one thing real quick. So when I worked at Menards. It was me. I was the lumberyard manager, and so I got to hire essentially just my friends. So we were literally just the biggest fuck arounds. And so I made up a rap one day, and I recorded on my phone, and then it ended up like in the Menards world going viral.
Oh my God, was it on Menards memes?
I've never even heard of that.
Oh my gosh, Menards memes. It like takes pictures of like all like the fuckery that we do.
Yeah,
and then they post them.
Oh, so well, this was my song. It was, I go to work every day in the lumber yard, working for a guy named John Menard. I stock, I clean, I load and ship. I make $10.50 and guests cannot tip. Can I get some guest assistance to the treated rack? Hell no, you can't. Are you want crack? If you need something, better get it yourself. Even if what you need was on the top shelf. 2x4s and 2x10s is all I stock 'cause I'm the man. And then there was something about me peeing behind the border at like in the yard.
That makes sense, yeah.
But it's pretty much a banger, right?
Yeah, it is actually really good, and it's very like relatable because I also I used to be a delivery coordinator as well. Mm-hmm. So I got mad because the lumberyard wasn't doing their job.
Yeah.
So I started picking my own deliveries. So yeah,
God. We were undervalued out there,
Mm-hmm.
Undervalued. And when they say you can't take tips out there, that was such bullshit. Dude, my ass would be out there. We need 500 cinder block, and it is we can't load a pallet. We need to just load it in, and it is 105 degrees.
Yeah.
And there was a day I was loading them in, and this one of the GMs, his name was Steve Belcher, and I don't know if I have to bleep that out or not, but Steve Belcher, fuck you. He walked up to me and he goes, "Hey, there's not a sign on that shingles over there." I was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "Okay." I was like, "Well, let me get a break so I can stop sweating. You help this guest load up all these blocks. I'll run over and rush over there to get it." I said, I don't see you helping me right now." And he just like stone-faced, never said another word to me the entire time I worked there ever again. Not a hello, not a...
Which Menards was this?
Kiwani.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, complete shit show out there.
Yeah, we've heard about you guys.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yep.
Man, we've had... So, I was there the day that all the racks fell over. They all collapsed. But, you know what? The thing that I will say is that was, like, the funnest, like, month of my life. Because all we did is it was a group of 5 of us that just moved everything. We didn't help anybody. We had 2 people out in the back to help people. Dude, I just moved shit for a month straight.
Wow. Yeah, that was, yeah.
We'd heard about you. Fuck you.
Well, come on. Like, Davenport Menards, like, we were...
Oh, you were kingdom.
Yeah, we were very, very busy. I mean, they're still really busy. So, my friend Vaughn still works out there. He works in the carpeting department now. Flooring.
Yeah, those are the best. Like, the carpet department's the best because you can, like, wheel yourself up in the carpet. I don't know if you've ever done that.
No, but I may or may not have gone onto the carpet rack and let myself go up a little bit high.
Yeah. That's the best, though. You gotta...
I don't work there anymore. I can say this stuff.
Like I said, fuck you, Steve Belcher. But no, so what we did, and when I'm telling you 10 out of 10, as dangerous as it gets, the insulation out in the yard, 1, why are we doing this? 2, but we would stack it. I mean, we'd be like 30 feet up in the air and then like dive down and just poof. And then fiberglass is just all over our faces, but we didn't care, dude. We were living our best lives.
Oh yeah, I've done that plenty of times. But there was no cameras back there, so you're like, fuck it. And then now they have cameras. And I think it's because we kept fucking around too much.
Yeah, there's rules against Katie Parry and Shayne Neubert out there.
Do not go into this building.
I never even said this at the start of the podcast. Shot 30 Podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, CastBox, YouTube, all those things. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends. The links will be down below if you guys want to find this on anything else. But, okay, so the photography.
Yeah. Now,
did you start out photography to want to take pictures of people? Or did you kind of just take pictures?
So, my dad noticed when I was little, like, I would take pictures of people, but they were mostly, like, candids and lifestyles. And then I would take artsy kind of photos, more, like, artistic kind. And then in high school, I wanted darkroom so bad, because I would go into the darkroom, and you can actually develop a picture without actually any film. So you take, like, the whole system, and you can, like, put stuff in there, so that way when the light goes on...
Are you talking about a red room? Like, is it a red room? Like
a dark room.
But is that...
It's a red light, yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's just... Yeah. Okay, so you had that?
Yeah, yep. And I know how to use, like, all, like, the stuff and, you know, how to make things, like... So you can... It's, like, a whole process.
Do you have that now still?
No, not yet.
Damn.
Yeah.
I was really hoping, because I really want... Like, I want to see that. I just think it's so cool.
Yeah, I'm actually... might be getting one here soon.
If you do, please let me stop by and just watch and see. Speaking of pictures, have you ever seen the movie 1 Hour Photo?
Oh yeah,
Robin
Williams. Yeah.
What a movie!
I watched it once and then I was like, I can't see him like this.
It's so weird.
Yeah,
I mean, it's so
really
different.
uncomfortable. Yeah.
I really enjoyed it though, because when you see, like Good Will Hunting and movies like where he isn't, a lot of comedians like Jim Carrey, like Jim Carrey, he got stuck in this rut. I'm only one thing. That's what I like about you. That's like what I really like about Rain. That's what I like about people that are doing a million different things. They don't want to be stuck or classified as one thing. Mm-hmm. And, Jim Carrey, he got stuck as being that, alrighty then. Well, just doing this crazy, obnoxious. And then when he did like movies like 23.
I was about to say 23. Yeah. Nobody knows that movie.
I know. It's the same thing about 1 Hour Photo.
Yeah.
But why do people, it's because they're not rushing to, it's because he's only one thing. Mm-hmm. And the same thing, Adam Sandler got caught up in that too. He's always Billy Madison. He's Happy Gilmore. But then he does, I think it was called Jewel or Gem or what, and it was great.
Gem.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great movie. And these guys have all the talent in the world. They're just classified as one thing and they're stuck there.
Yeah, they are type scripted.
Yeah, I mean, but if you give them their chance, I know Jim Carrey said that he wanted, when he did the Riddler back in 1993, and for the Batman movies, he wanted to make it like Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah.
And when he walked in, he did, and they're like, no, this is too dark. We want you to be Ace Ventura.
Yeah. Which sucks, because that would have been so... he would have done a really good job. If he was actually, given the reins of it. But also, it was... Are you a
comic book fan? Like, comic book movies?
Yes.
So, Marvel, DC, all that?
Yeah. I showed you my Iron Man tattoo, because you were wearing the arc reactor.
Well, I literally put that on the back burner. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Yes, I did forget about this. I came home, and I was like, you are not going to believe this. You are not going to believe this. I said that you came up to me and asked if that was the arc. I was like, I was so far blown away by the fact that you asked me that question. I think that I blacked it out of my mind because I didn't believe that it actually happened. And then and then for you to show me that tattoo, I can't believe I get so caught up in your film roll tattoo that I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I have Iron Man, a sonic screwdriver, and Millennium Falcon on my leg.
Oh, so we got a Star Wars fan here too.
Yep.
Okay. Dude, actually I sent Raina a message last night. Her Star Wars shoot that she did, She did a photo shoot Star Wars like a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Dude, it was awesome. It was awesome.
I'm gonna bug her about that. Be like, show me.
It's good. They're good.
Yeah.
And then I'm super stoked about the Boba Fett, even though it's silly, the new series that's coming out with him. It's going to be a little bit silly because they're making him not die that day, but he is Boba Fett.
That's true. Yeah. I have like a couple of concerns about stuff, but...
Okay, so who do you think would be the greatest Joker of all time?
Who would be?
Yeah, we're not using any...
Of the old ones?
We're not going to use them. Who do you think would be the greatest Joker? Because Jared Leto, you sucked. Oh, you didn't like that?
No, I mean, I think he was given wrong direction, unfortunately.
I think that he was put in a silly movie. It was supposed to be a silly movie. It wasn't a dark movie. Dude, because Joaquin Phoenix was, I thought, brilliant for the character that he played.
I honestly could not watch that.
Why? It made you uncomfortable?
Yeah, just because of like my personal stuff. It just made me be like, oh no, this is not okay.
Yeah, I mean, I have a long history of like mental health and like depression and suicide and so it brought up a lot of. Here, look at me, so professional.
My phone's at least on silent.
Yeah, I thought mine was too. But it did bring up some like really dark thoughts for me because it was a very dark movie.
Yeah.
I think the best Joker out there would be, I don't know why, but William Dafoe.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, William Dafoe would be really, really good.
Let him be so dark.
William Dafoe would be really good. Who's another one? He's an up and coming actor too. He's younger.
Nick Jonas.
Dude, can Nick Jonas actually act?
Wasn't he the one that was in Jumanji? He's the hot one, right? The hot one of the three. What world are we in right now?
I don't know. I thought Jumanji had The Rock. I haven't seen it. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it was The Rock, then Nick Jonas. He's the hot one. We'll put the picture of him right here. And maybe he did an underwear shoot, and so we'll do that picture right here. And then Jack Black.
Yeah.
Jack Black should be the Penguin, the new Penguin.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
What do you think Jack Black, like a dark version of Jack Black, would be like?
I think it'd be really creepy. I think he could really hone in on it. I think he's actually a way better actor than people give him credit for.
What's your favorite Jack Black movie? Mine would be Shallow Hal. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Where every chick he sees is a 10.
Yeah.
I love that concept, though. It's super funny.
I also really liked School of Rock. That one, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You're tacky and I hate you. Yeah. It wasn't good. School of Rock was good. Well, okay, let's dive back into Burlesque a little bit.
Okay.
Because I want to know what draws you to doing Burlesque and how does it make you feel? Does, some of those types of things.
Well, I actually used to really not like my body. I don't think I ever wore a swimsuit out in public. I think I've done it twice now. Wore a swimsuit out in public because I'm just not comfortable. And then I started doing burlesque, and it's not just you going up there and taking off your clothes. It's like really honing in on what you're good at, what your attributes are, and like also being very kind to your body and like showing what it is and what it can do and like making it more special. So, and are you really mixing Fireball with Gatorade?
I'm just chasing it. I'm going to I'm on a vacation day. I'm going to be drinking this all day. I've got to rehydrate with electrolytes,
The two balance each other out.
And if I start sweating and you see that blue, dude, I've always wanted to sweat like blue or orange Gatorade, like
we could make that. We could like make that into like a photo shoot, by the way. It's really not that hard. Yeah, it's really not that hard to do.
Oh my God. Well, let me spend like 2 weeks of doing like a keto diet. Let me get my body so it looks like I remotely like did something over the past few months.
Do something.
Like, I've literally been counting sex as a workout lately. Like,
it is.
Well, I know, but like, it's my excuse. What are you doing? Craig, leave me alone. I'm not answering this. Sorry.
You're keeping that in, right?
Yeah, there's
so you could just send that to him and be like, you're annoying.
Craig, fuck you and fuck Steve Belcher. Fuck you guys. But no, I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. Gatorade, something about Gatorade. Oh no, sex. Yeah, I've been counting sex as workouts just because it's been too cold. We have a full fucking whole gym in the garage.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah, the deadlift, squat, bench, a competition bench, dumbbells.
Oh, dope.
Everything. Yeah, we don't use it. We don't use it. But in the summertime, for a hot week, we're like, dude, we're gonna get it this year. But no, so what I think is really cool about burlesque is I really do think burlesque and stand-up are so much hand in hand, like, because you disappear. Stand up a little bit more, you need that crowd to laugh, and if they don't laugh, then it is not anything like burlesque,
Yeah.
Because burlesque is constant, just, screaming and hot, like love and all these things. And stand-up, you need laughs. If you don't get laughs, dude, you're just up there dying,
Yeah.
But I just think when you hit that type of high, man, you ride that for so long. You can have the greatest burlesque, like, routine and you kill it and the crowd goes nuts. And then let's say your next one, you fall and, whatever, it didn't go the way you planned. But you ride that high from the other one for so long.
For a very, very long time, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so different that, that all of us can do these things, and we're all, like, a lot of us spend so much time so afraid to dance.
To be vulnerable. That's what it is. It's you're vulnerable up on that stage, along with comedy. Like, you're doing a lot right there, and you're trusting the audience to soak that in.
And like, I'll watch you girls, and I'm like, man, I would like to do that. And then
there is Manscaped Burlesque.
I did get asked to be a part of that 2 years ago, and I'll tell you exactly what happened. Oh, listen, this is before, or I think it was 3 years ago. But Timmery, she was, I wasn't so fat then. I was more, so she would get a little bit more jealous when people would hit on me. But now she's like, oh yeah, if someone hits on you, it's fake, But no,
it's out of pity.
So I was at the Bottoms Up show and I did the titty tassel twirl off and I won the show.
That was you?
That was me.
Oh, shit. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So right after I walked off, because I was like doing all kinds of crazy shit up there, and a bunch of the girls were like, hey, we want you. You don't even need to try out. You do our Manscaped show. And Timmy was like, fuck these girls. Like, you're not going to go fucking get naked now. Now she's doing burlesque and she's, but she was like, the next day, well, she was just drunk that night and she was not feeling the moment because I was riding that high. I was like, they think I'm beautiful. They want me to dance. And I was a bit aggressive. I should have maybe tapered it back a little bit, but yeah, no. And now she's, hey, you should do it. You should join this. You should do that. I'm like, hey, fuck you. Fuck you, Steve Belcher and Craig. But no, yeah, she wants but, and with her, Timmery's lost 85 pounds since she started doing the burlesque 8 months ago, something like that.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, and her confidence level is at an all-time high,
Yeah.
We've always, I think she's the most beautiful person in the whole world. There's no number on a scale that could ever change that towards me. But that doesn't mean that she doesn't feel that way.
Yeah.
And you look at these people and when they lose weight, they feel more confident,
Yeah.
or or when they get confident, that it's a powerful thing when a person has confidence.
Oh yeah, yeah, like 100%. Like I actually gained confidence from gaining weight because I was like, I don't like my body here, and then through some other things, like now I'm like, oh, I'm confident with my body. Like I'm happy where I'm at, and it takes time, and that's all about burlesque is celebrating bodies. So,
and that's what I really like about being a part of, the Bottoms Up shows, the Mary Quite Contrary shows, and being a part of these shows is because these people, like I don't know, they're all lifting each other up at each other's shows. I could walk off the stage and have the worst set ever, and they're like, "You killed it, you killed it." I'm like, "Fuck you," and Craig and
Steve Belcher.
Yeah, and Timmery. But no, I just love that. Positive energy can change the whole world. Positive energy is what changes, is what builds self-confidence too.
Oh, yeah.
When you walk into a place, you feel beautiful, and then someone tells you you're beautiful. Well, that is, you can make a monster out of that,
Oh, yeah.
Those type of feelings can go for miles.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm turning my volume down now. I'm getting tired of all these assholes. Judy, you just sent me a message. Love you. Judy is the best.
I do. I love Judy. Oh my God. That girl, her confidence. We're talking about confidence, and then Judy messages you. I love her. She walks in with all the confidence in the world. Like, you can tell I get excited because I sat up. She walks in and she's like, nope, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. And I adore it. I adore it so much.
What I love about Judy so much is, one, she is this beautiful, radiant person. And then two, the other day I called her. I actually called her about a topic of... how do you get away? I was like, Judy, how do you get away with loving everybody? How do you do it? Because I literally just adore Judy. I adore that woman. But I'm like, how do you get away with it? And she goes, I don't have time for it. If they don't care about me or if they hate me, I don't have time for it. If everybody could live their lives with that type of mindset, man, we'd be in a beautiful place.
Oh, yeah.
But we don't.
Uplift that community, baby.
We have to.
Yeah.
We have to. You got to realize, especially when we talk to the quad, or talk about the quad cities, we have 4 cities separated by...
I mean, we have more, but yeah.
Yeah, but 4 big cities separated by a river and 2 bridges.
Yeah.
We all need to work so hard to, convince people to just get out to a show.
Yeah.
Have a blast. Maybe this isn't your cup of tea. I just had a guy the other day. He went to one of my shows. It was one of the shows I was doing stand-up at a burlesque show. And he was like, whoa, dude, I thought burlesque was going to be this creepy, cringy. And he was like, this is fucking awesome. And I was like, this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
I got a message. Oh God. Right after I had done I did the Mary, I did stand up, and then I did the burlesque set afterwards.
Uh-huh.
I got a message from someone that was like, what the fuck are you doing? This is gross. Are you really doing this? This is the exact words they said. Are you really doing this transvestite shit? And I was like, fuck you.
Oh my God.
You don't even understand. You don't even understand what's going on so much that you tried to hurt my feelings in a way that you sound so stupid.
Yeah, I was about to say, it really shows ignorance on their part.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then, it's all, but we get ignorance. I'm going to get it. You're going to get it. We're all going to get it. But, do you have, I know that you got some creepies. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's what I told you when you were messaging Manhattan. I was like, yeah, no, message my normal page because I do not respond to any of those messages. John got a stalker.
Ooh,
yeah.
Man or woman?
A woman.
Okay.
Yeah. John got a stalker. She would not leave me alone whatsoever. And then
John,
she ended up
John's got a big dick. I've seen that thing.
Yeah.
Big dick. Mm-hmm. Sorry.
I had a giraffe in my pants.
Yeah, I know.
Because of
stroking on that.
Evie Gray, she brought me a giraffe to put in there.
Oh,
yeah,
dude, that was a great move. Evie was incredible that night too.
Dude, she rode that high forever, and I'm so proud of her. She was nervous, and I was like, "You're gonna do great. You're gonna do great."
Once she got her mic fixed, because that thing was not working. But dude, she was. I couldn't believe that was the first time she'd hosted.
Oh yeah, yep.
She was so good.
Yeah,
so good.
Yeah, she asked if she could host, and we were like, "Yes, go." I mean, I've hosted as well with Josh Kahn. Fuck you, Josh Kahn. So yeah, and I think it's nice to have like us every once in a while go up there and like host and stuff. So
no, and it builds. When you host, like do you know who Leslie Mitchell is? Leslie has been hosting Viva La Divas. She's a short, little, beautiful.
I have not been able to go to. I might go tonight, actually.
Oh,
because they have a show tonight, so I've not been able to go there since they got a new host.
Leslie is in. I mean, okay. She's one of the funniest human beings I've ever met, and she's also like the sweetest person. I sit across from Leslie and talk to her, and don't take this the wrong way, Leslie, because I know that every time I say something like this far in, she goes, "I'm still here," or "I heard that." Like, I wish Leslie was my fucking mom.
Oh,
like, dude, I would do anything for Leslie Mitchell to be my mom, dude. Like, I mean, yeah, I mean. I don't know. She's just the sweetest, kindest, thoughtful person. And she's also does things for herself too. And I think that is, when people are like, I do everything for my kids. I do everything. You got to remember, you got to do things for your husbands and wives and boyfriends and girlfriends and for yourself. You know?
I was about to say, you really need, because you can't pour from an empty cup. Like, you have to do some things for yourself.
It's like, I know a couple right now, they're still married. They're both sleeping with other people just because they're waiting for their son to graduate high school. Like, and the son he's got a pretty good idea of what's going on. But man, we sometimes have to. We can't waste time, man. Time's too short. Like,
oh yeah,
people, I just keep seeing like, dude, I've had so many people that I know die like lately, and guys and girls that I went to school with. Like, I just keep looking at it like, what the fuck is this? Like, we're all just dropping, and yeah. We take it for granted. We really do.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's why I'm always trying to like work with people and like teach them. Especially like, there's this one person, photographer that I work with, and he's
one solid strand. It's what keeps going in your nose.
Yeah, that's why I keep going like, where is this?
It's what keeps going in your nose.
And we talked about it, and he's like, yeah, I wasted my life. Like, so I work with him, and I try to teach him different things about photography, different techniques. And he's really grateful for it. So, and he just like, I wish I would have done this sooner. He's like 80.
And that's like when people don't give up on a dream or give up on a thought. I love that. I love that. Okay, so we have this person. Her name is Gina. Well, I'm just going to call her by her performing name, Hot Gina. She did the podcast about 8 months ago. And now she has 5 million followers on TikTok.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, and she was supposed to come to the studio, but we just did it over Zoom with COVID and everything like that. And now I just messaged her last night, and I was like, hey, when are you bringing your ass to the damn studio? We're going to do another podcast. And she goes, I can't wait, but my mom is really ill, like really bad. And she's been making all of her TikToks about her mom lately, like her mom, like, she's like, Mom, and her mom goes, what? Like, she's just laying there. But, like, and she's like, I just got to take in all these moments. And I was like, well, what if I bring the podcast up to you, and instead of doing a me and you podcast, I do a podcast with your mom. And she was like, oh my God, Shayne, if you do that, I seriously will love you forever.
Can we just talk about how freaking nice you are?
No,
like,
no.
No. But we're like, really, like, first of all, that's like a genuinely nice thing to do. But also, on my way here, I wanted to ask, like, what can I bring? Because that's what I do when I go to people's houses. I bring them things. And you're like, no, like, let me give you stuff. And then he made me a pot of coffee. And then was going to go get me, and then you did get me creamer, yeah.
Yeah, got creamer, but I did hope that there was going to be almond milk. Yeah.
There's not even a Casey's here. I'm real sad.
Yeah, there's a little store of Matherville. Yeah. Dude, we have a better chance of getting all the meth at the gas station rather than almond milk.
Yep. Be like, you got almond milk? No, we got some meth milk, though.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
Dude, one sip and your teeth just fall out.
And I thought regular milk was bad. I still can't believe you're drinking those two together.
Why? It's just cinnamon whiskey and blueberry Gatorade. It is a weird combo when I think about it like that.
It really is.
Yeah, but well, the thing that I've always thought and said is, so we had, there's a burlesque performer named Daisy Fontaine.
Oh, I love Daisy Fontaine.
Well, she was on the podcast, and I talked to her grandma. I talked to her grandma on the podcast. I told her I was a big fan of hers.
Aww.
And she was like, who the hell is this? You know, she's like, who is this guy? And then Daisy told her who I was, and she was actually at my show.
Oh.
And she goes, oh my God, I love him. She's like, I love him. And I was like, oh my God, I was blushing and all this stuff. And I was like, well, I want to have you on the podcast and all this stuff. And then come to find out, you know, she's been in the hospital for the past couple days, like, really, you know, like she had some really big work done, and I think that the podcast for me is, I don't know, it's like a diary. It's like a storage of memories. You know, it's, if I were ever lose like a friend that was on, like, I want everybody that I love and have a connection with, I want to be on the podcast. Mm-hmm. Because if there's ever something that happens, I want to go back to this and be able to, you know, maybe have it as a moment. You know, like the thing I told Simri is, dude, if I ever die, you can listen to me talk like an idiot for fucking a year. Oh. You know, like
my heart. But I mean, I completely agree. That's what I do with like photography and stuff, and that's why I love candidates, is because I want to get that person who they are. Like, I mean, I do love doing like portraits and stuff like that, but like I try not to make them a person that they're not. I try to like make sure that they're relaxed and everything like that, so I can get those photos of them. But mm-hmm. I love candidates. I like in the moment when like, even if it's like not perfect, if there's like a blur in it, if there's a blur in it, I like that more. But like if it's not lined perfectly or something like that, I love those photos because it shows character and that person who they are in that moment.
I love that. I just, yeah, it's your artwork, you know? Mm-hmm. It's your artwork, and that's your touch on your artwork. And you have such a widespread mind of diversity and I mean talent all over the place, that you kind of look at things differently. And that's when it comes to capturing a moment on a, you know, I like look at it like this one. This is one of my favorite pictures of all time. Oh. It is so stupid, but like I just feel like it's a moment. It's a capture. Like, she looks fierce as fuck in that photo too. Well, that's right before. I'm going to show you something when we go upstairs. Actually, maybe I'll even attach the picture right here. I want to show you Timry's before and after of how incredibly, like, she has worked so hard and she has killed it. And dude, I just can't be more proud of her. She is. We stand a man who stands his woman. Yeah, and she's just a porn star. That's the only reason I love her, is just because she's a porn star. She watches too much porn, like that's fair. Timmery, I'm learning way too much about you right now. Well, she's an old woman. She's very old. She's almost ancient at this point. How old is she? 57. I don't know, 64, somewhere in there. But no, she is well, she's 10 years older than me. And, dude, older women, they know exactly what they want, and that's it. There's no games around it.
No.
And I like that. And then there's none of the childish, oh, this, well, even though the Manscaped story with the drunk thing, but there's no, oh, this girl flirted with you, I'm pissed. There's none of that. Well, we actually do a thing, it's called best friend time. And best friend time is, hey, maybe my ex messaged me, and instead of me just deleting it, I tell her, best friend time, you can't get mad. I'm just saying this because this happened. Or, hey, best friend time, this happened today, or somebody said something uncomfortable, things that a lot of the time you're with your significant other, you just dust off. Mm-hmm. But we get it all out in the open. I
love that.
I got this message, but so we made a deal when we got together that we were going to do this best friend time. That meant that there was never going to be any awkward, hidden between the lines, This is exactly what happened.
It's called open communication, and it's very nice.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
it is weird that you pick one person out of the whole fucking world, and you just, whether you're dating or whether you're married or no matter what you're doing, and you give them everything. It is weird. It's it's sad when you see people that don't actually match, or they don't belong together, and they're only doing it because it's repetition or out of, they don't like change, or
yeah,
or and it's beautiful when you see two people that are, they're there for each other. They support each other. They do things. They do things together. Watching a movie, when I watch a movie with Timmy, it's not only a date night, I'm hanging out with my best friend, I'm having fun no matter what, and I can grab her boobs, what?
Boobs.
I can grab my friend's boobs, but they feel a little different,
It's not the same.
Yeah, but it is, everybody deserves that right person. But we all have to be honest with who we are.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a thing that people, especially when it comes to kinks or I don't know, weird habits and all these things, we keep it all so locked in that we don't tell people who we really are.
Sorry, Jake. He's had to deal with a lot of stuff for me. But yeah, so he's 4 years younger than me. But he's really good at being a super supportive spouse, and then also dealing with all of my issues with not letting my walls down on stuff, or doing things that's weird. And then he's like, why? And I was like, I don't fucking know. This is just how I do it. So then he works with me on some things. So
why do you think that your walls are up so much though? Is it past stuff?
Yeah, past stuff. And I just don't like letting people in. So I think my friend Alice had never been in my house. I knew her for 4 years before she actually entered my house. Yeah.
I understand it all. Sometimes I think that people with that have had, I don't know if you word it this way, but have some mental health issues or self-confidence issues and things like that. I think that those people are the best to give advice, because they tell you everything that they want to do.
Yeah.
And the things they should do, or that they have a powerful message and they've been so afraid to say it, but they're going to say it to you, even though they want it themselves. You want to break all those barriers and all those walls down.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
So with Jake, now is he hacking down these walls?
Yeah, he doesn't really, well, so he doesn't hack them down, and I think he knows that if he does hack them down, that it's
too fast.
Yeah, then I'd run. I'd be like, fuck you, dude.
And Steve Belcher and
yeah.
and Josh Kahn and Timmy and who was the other one? Oh, Craig.
Yeah.
Fuck all you guys.
But so he does a really good job at talking to me and communicating with me on why I have a response to something, and then we kind of talk and like open communicate, and then we take that brick down together, rather than him just being like Kool-Aid man in, because that's my job. I'm Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah. But I see, you know, we all do the boom jump in, like I just want to be mad, or I just want to say something crazy. Or, yeah, like sometimes we've all said something crazy, you know, just from left field, like, oh, so so what are you leaving me? You know, like, no, I was just brushing my teeth. Like, you know, like we say crazy shit. The thing is understanding where the other person is coming from. And when you can get to understand a person, that is where trust, and that is where like that bond comes into play. Because when you understand, like, oh, you're having a moment, like, and it can be a million moments, you know, like Timmery refers to my, like, sometimes I get super emotional, like, about shit. I'm just like, dude, I just fucking, I just love Katie Parry. I just love Judy. I just, you know, like, they're so sweet. I want to do something nice, you know, like, she knows I'm on a bit of my man period, you know, like.
Okay, so you agree that men do have, like, those time of months where they're just kind of, like, super moody, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, no, 100% it's true. We just don't have anything that, like, we can physically show that we're on it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we just don't have to buy something to stuff a hole when we're on our time. But, dude, men have periods. Like, I'll talk to my friends, and I'm like, dude, what's weird today? You know, like, this isn't the way you were talking to me yesterday. What's weird? And what we do. I don't know if they've distinguished what it is in our brains or our.
Now I'm gonna have to research that. You know that I'm gonna be like 2:00 in the morning, going, okay, what are we going to call this? What happens with all that testosterone?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, maybe it like leaks out the back of our head or something. Who knows? But it is true.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Jake has them every once in a while, and then I have to sit there and be like, go away. And then he gets more needy. And then you get him chocolate. Yeah. Or anything Bob Ross. I saw that you have like the Bob Ross energy drink. Yeah. He loves Bob Ross, so I'll like buy random Bob Ross things for him. Do you think we should send him with it? No, that's yours. No, but would he love it? Oh, he would love it. We got to. So much. He loves Bob Ross. I bought him a Bob Ross Monopoly set for our 2-year. I like how when you said that, you went, you flared your nose as far as I could go. You were like, for our 2-year. This is the second longest relationship I've ever been in. Okay, so 4 years? 4 years is the longest one I've had. And then, wait, how long is Jake right now? 2. Oh, okay. So you're halfway there, don't you? Dude, we gotta just keep working. No, I think Timmery's the longest. I mean, shit, we've been fucking married we've only been together for, 5. So we'd been together 5.5 years and been married for 5 of them. The day I got divorced, I got married the next day. Wow. Yeah, I got divorced and got married the next day to Timmery. She was my best friend. I love that. She was the only thing. She was the only move I should have ever made. You know, I didn't realize that having I've had friends or best friends. You know, I didn't realize that the person you should be with is your best friend. You know, you can do all these things. You can love people. You can play with people. You can have sex with people. You can do all these things. But loving your best friend is going to make your life whole. Oh, yeah. It's you. That is the person that, you know, like when people like go to Facebook, like, well, this motherfucker pissed me off again. Or what do I do when my husband doesn't fucking listen? Like, you know, like, stop doing that. You're making dents in your relationship. 100%. You are now causing a lot more issues because then they're like, well, now I can't have just a little human moment without you going to the internet and now like embarrassing me. Yeah. That's not okay to me. That is a number one. I could never. That is a relationship I could never be in. You know, that is, and I've been a part of that. But when I look at something, like, let's say that me and Timmery had I keep talking about her being drunk a lot. Hey, baby, you got a drinking problem.
And fuck you, Steve Belcher. But no,
And Josh Kahn.
and Craig. What the fuck was it? It was Timmy did something drunk and it was goofy. Like, and somebody's like, really? You're going to take her side on that? Like, I don't know. Timmy probably did something that was actually wrong. You know, like, hey, you shouldn't have done that. And I looked, I was like, I'm going to take her side on everything. Like, I don't care what happened. You know, if she did something wrong, I'm going to get home and I'm going to tell her, like, don't do that. Like, you weren't thinking, blah, blah, blah. But dude, that woman helps me pay my bills, helps me take care of our kids. That woman is here 24/7. You're a guy I just talked to for 7 seconds. You think I'm going to take your side over my wife's side? It's just it's a silly move. Yeah. If if she fucks up, she knows she fucks up.
Yeah.
If I tell her she did something crazy, or if she tells me, we just kind of stop and go, let me see where you're coming from. Wait. Okay, yeah, you're probably right. And if I don't think that she's, if I still stand on my stance of, I don't think I did anything wrong. Like, whether it's drunk, sober, anything, we make decisions. And I made one the other day. I looked at her, I was like, I'm doing this and not this because I know that for me, this is right. And she goes, my opinion was this. Okay, as long as you're 100% on that, okay.
That's good and healthy. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah.
But I mean that it's the way I wish a lot of people could be. Like,
yeah.
Don't you just sometimes want to just unload all those thoughts? I can see the type of person you are. You sit there and think nonstop.
Yeah.
Your brain is always processing. Like, even when I'm talking, like, I can see you going like, okay, wait. And then, I even watched when I said something that you didn't quite agree with. I saw it in your eyes go, nah, I don't know about that, but
then you ended up, it was when you're like, I'm going to agree with my wife 100% of the time. And I was like, sometimes you do have to disagree. And you're like, yeah, we'll bring it up. And I was like, okay, no, that's fine. That checks. Yeah, I completely agree with it. Yeah.
You see,
so, yeah.
I stare into your little eyes here and I can see.
I also am very facial. Like, my face says a lot for me. So.
But that's one of the things too I like about you. One, on stage, you do the same thing. Like, my favorite burlesque performers, they go into a trance, kind of like talking to you outside. It's way different than when you walk up on stage. You go, whoosh, your face changes, and now you're just in this world and in this element, and I really like that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I think it's one of the hottest things in the world. Like, when you see someone go from this to watch me do my thing. I think that's awesome.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
This was the fastest hour in the entire world. So,
oh, jeez.
Where does everybody find all of your stuff?
All the social medias. Facebook. I have my photography page, Wanderlust Perry. Manhattan BU, if you want to friend me on Facebook.
No nudes, guys.
No nudes. Nope. And then I also have Instagram, Miss Manhattan BU, and then Wanderlust Perry photos. So.
And all those links will be down below. Shot 30 Podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Castbox, YouTube, all those things. Please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, or don't. But I'm Shayne Neubert, and this is the beautiful Katie Parry. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. Oh, that blew by way fast.
Yeah, it did.